Ladies and gentlemen, here are the news. Good news from the theme park. The western area is growing. Today the train station for the Circle Line was opened. Meanwhile, complaints are piling up from the park employees who are working there late into the night. According to their own information, the Work Council has already taken remedial action.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Planet Coaster and the project Occasional One. In the last episode we made our way to the station. Today we are building the station itself. I have absolutely no idea why I already called the last video train station, because in fact we are only building the station in this episode. Well, I don't know what was going on there. Let's call it a teaser, shall we? That said, welcome to the railway station in the western area. And not only that, if we are already building it, let's use the backyard of the station and beautify the surroundings. We need a few more shops here, and I'll lay out the path that can lead to the next area later on. Now, this is no longer new information, but western area means a lot of wood and corrugated iron roofs. Yeah, I'm putting that into practice here as well. In any case, the pathfinding was, of course, again let's say, a very special pleasure for me. But apart from that, I wanted so much to have wooden struts inside the station, a hool and tablature. I think that worked out pretty well in the end. But here's why. This is a detail that I also find very impressive in real houses. You can find it in old buildings, and it's still used now and then in rustic wooden houses nowadays. In my opinion, it adds a so very cozy charm to the house. But back to the story. Can I just say that I really love those wooden attachments they brought into Planet Coaster? The scaffolding, those little lifts, even these little signs with the horseshoe on them I really like. Well, and it seems I'm kind of throwing everything made of wood at this building. Yeah, I think it looks really great in the end. So guys, let's play some music that Epidemic Sounds thought would be a good idea. I'll continue to tinker a bit here, and then you'll hear from me again before the cinematic shots.
years ago that never fade away. And I remember your face when you hit the ground. I can recall the time and place on a midnight walk through the old streets, trying to turn back the clock to the days of old, back to the days when all the things we knew were made of gold. As the world moves on, time sings a song. In the old neighborhood, as the clock strikes one, the memory lives just as it stood, like a quiet dream. The shadows of that time are cast beneath the streetlight beam. As the world moves on, time sings a song. Don't cry, don't cry. As the days move along, you can remember their song.
Here I am again. I'm still a bit busy decorating here, but a lot has happened. The station is finished and a few new shops have opened. The building on the railway tracks, well, I don't know. It certainly won't be a residential building because the railway is probably a bit too noisy for that. It could be a warehouse, but I'm really worried about whether the windows will survive. Now, maybe a few words about the extended path. I'm still unsure how to proceed in this direction. First of all, a pirate area will connect to the site. However, I'm just thinking about building a haunted house right next to the station. In terms of construction, that would fit quite well. In terms of planning, well, let's see. Well, I can still think about how that can work. We are far away from finishing the western area. However, I'm afraid we'll come to the end of today's episode. So, let the cinematic shots begin. I'll see you again in the next episode, and until then, thank you for watching and have a lovely day.